Down to a 5-4 offsuit. He goes out. EBJ
175.
with king 5 of clubs goes up to 175, and Victor quickly calling.
Now action's on Larry Klur.
All right, let's take a look at the WPT hole cam brought to you by Budweiser.
He looks down at 9-4 of clubs.
Can't figure him to stick around.
Well, he has an absolutely worthless hand, but he's capping his cards here, Vince. He saw Ed raised on the button. He saw Victor quickly call. Victor did not re-raise there, meaning his hand's probably not that strong.
I'm all in.
He has pulled the trigger for $1.6 million here.
Pushing it out with absolutely nothing, and now back on Ed.
You want to count?
No, I'm fine.
He goes out, and now Victor quickly folding.
Vince, he was so aware of the situation there. He saw the guy on the button make a raise. The guy in the small blind just quickly called. He didn't re-raise, so he didn't put him on that strong a hand. Larry thought if he comes over the top, they can't stand the pressure. They're going to hit the road. That's exactly what happened.
Very perceptive. I mean, Larry was really studying the hand. He saw there was some dead money out there. He didn't believe either player was that strong. He was absolutely accurate, and therefore he takes that pot.
Well, Vance, as you and I both know, poker is a tough way to make an easy living.
Oh, it sure is, Mike. But I'll tell you something. If they have to do it, they have to try to make a shot and try to make a living at this game. Here's some very good advice in this week's WPT Academy with Courtney Friel.
A good poker player knows how to manage his chip stack, but a great poker player knows how to manage the money behind it.
The one thing that probably separates a player that lasts is money management. The whole key is that you don't want to overexpend your bankroll.
Personally, when I started out, it was very tempting to move up in limit. And often I would go broke by playing over my bankroll.
Body bag out of Bergana in 6th place.
I think like the most responsible thing to do when you're starting out playing poker is to not spend more than 10 to 15% of your total bankroll on any one tournament.
If you got $50,000, you might want to play $5,000 worth of satellites, which would be 10%. And if you can't beat the satellites, then you're not going to be able to beat the main event either.
You just have patience and beat the game you're in and slowly build up your bankroll and wait to move up until you can really afford it. You're going to do well in the long run. You don't have to be the best player.
Bye-bye, Bill, and happiness to Antonio.
The key is being patient. Don't try to be a hero, or you'll end up like a zero.
Wow.
Well, there we get a glimpse of how important money management is if you want to succeed out here as a professional poker player. And Vince, you know, you have a little reputation, don't you, of being a good money manager? Yes?
Oh,
No?
well, thank you very much. I guess I am known for a good, poker money management. However, I have been running bad, Mike, and I could use a little borrow job here. What do you think?
Oh, man. Watch the clip again.
All right.
Save
going
your money.
back to the table on Larry. He folds his 8-5. And the young Yale kid, Alex Jacob, with 10-4 this time.
Gonna give it up.
Call.
And now the small blind, Ed with Queen Jack just calls. Victor Ramden looking down at 7-3.
He says, give us a flop. So here we go. It's Queen Jack for Ed, 7-3 for Victor. And the flop comes 10-5-5, no help to either player.
On Ed first.
Check.
He checks it.
150.
Well, Victor quickly bets 150,000 on absolutely garbage.
Call.
Quick call by EBJ.
Wow, what a call right there with the queen high.
Doesn't believe Victor. Here's the turn card. It's a king of hearts.
Now this card gives Ed an open-end straight draw and a flush draw. It also gives Victor a small flush draw.
Check.
Well, Ed checks.
Will the Bronx bluffer push in again? No, he slows down. He checks.
Well, he's going to take a card off there, and he makes his flush. The 9 of hearts comes off. Unfortunately for him, Ed has a bigger flush because he has the queen of hearts, and he checks.
400,000.
But he's going to bet it nevertheless.
Well, he's betting this 400,000 for a value bet. There's 500,000 in the pot. He believes the flush is the best hand, Vince.
Or maybe he's just trying to steal it.
I call.
Just take it, but he can't.
No, Ed is going to call him. Notice Victor turns up the flush confidently, but he's going to be surprised when Ed turns over a bigger flush. And there it is, the Queen of Hearts there. A bit of a slow roll, as we say. Not intentional, I'm sure. But the Queen of Hearts is going to take this pot down for Ed.
It's the wrong right nine.
That has made EBJ now the new chip leader once again. This is getting good. Stay with us. 4 remain at Foxwoods. We'll be right back on the World Poker Tour. Here's the turn card, and look at this. It's all in time.
Well, Tony went all in. Hoyt's hand holds up. He is going to be our champion. Welcome to the Millionaires Club, Hoyt.
Oh, it's a 10. It's over.
Tuan Le's going to pick up $1.5 million. He's got it.
Nick Schulman has captured the World Poker Finals Championship.
Welcome back to Foxwoods Poker Classic. Millions at stake right here tonight. I'm Vince Van Patten with Mike Sexton, where 4 players remain.
They range in age from 21 to 68 years old. All 4 of these guys have over 1.8 million in chips. So, Vince, it's definitely anybody's game from here. They could all capture this title.
It is on Ed Jordan. He's down to Jack 6.
And he's capped his cards here. He does opt to lay it down.
Victor right behind him folds, and now Larry Klur with Ace 7.
Battle of the blinds here. Well, he is always in this thinker's pose, looking so serious at this table, but he's thrilled to be here. He is really a happy, fun guy to be around, but you wouldn't know that looking at him at the poker table. Looks like he's in pain.
Retired now, only been playing poker for about 4 years, but he has shown us tonight what a brilliant poker mind he is.
Well, he knows that an Ace 7 is a favorite over 2 random cards here. And he is going to raise it.
350 total.
Well, he makes a nice raise, goes up to $350,000. But now it's on the young kid. He's got Ace Deuce of spades.
Well, he's in the big blind. And when you're playing heads up like this, when you have an ace in your hand, there's a 90% chance that your opponent doesn't have an ace in his. So Alex may be thinking his ace high is the best hand here.
Come on.
And he's going all in here.
Goes over the top with just acey deucey. Oh,
The kid could be going over Niagara Falls in the barrel here if Larry happens to make this call. Larry's got him dominated right now with Ace 7 against Ace Deuce. He opts to lay it down. So power poker by the youngster paying off in spades there. Well, such a fine line. He made a great bet right there. But had Larry made that call, who knows? He could have been out of here.
well, this game tonight is definitely not about picking up cards. It is about betting right and having the nerves of steel.
And Vince, so far we've seen every player at this table make moves on pots to earn pots without having the best hand. That is playing some good poker when you can do that. We just saw Alex do it right there. So action is going to be back on Alex.
This time he's got ace-8 of spades. Good starting hand, four-handed especially.
The blinds are 40 and 80,000, remember.
You got to appreciate this young man's concentration at the table. A great zone here tonight.
Well, he takes his time on every single play. Here he's going to make it 225,000 to go.
EBJ quickly out. Victor out, and the only one to beat is Larry. He's got 4 deuce offsuit.
Well, Vince has got 80,000 out there, but still, it cost him another 145,000 to call. Can't imagine a much worse starting hand. Well, Vince, if he calls this, he'll be trying to hit lightning in the bottle, or otherwise he's going to try to set up for a play. He is making the call. Wow. Well, he is looking to gamble with the youngster here.
Well, he is. He's going to speculate. Here come the first 3.
Well, the flop is Jack 7-3 rainbow. No help to either player. Action is on Larry.
We'll take a shot. All in.
Wow. We'll take a shot all in. Folks, he couldn't have two worse cards. A 4-deuce offsuit.
Oh, what is going on here? What a big bet he's making with absolutely zip and pip.
Well, he is taking the youngster to school right here. I can tell you that.
He goes out.
No way you can call that.
Oh, this is the Dalai Lama of poker. Look at him.
Vince, it is amazing. This guy's not playing like he's on a pension, I can tell you. What a play he made right there.
How does this man know?
Well, Vince, you know, the guy was recently married. He loves to play golf. He's fearless on the poker table. You know, he should be the idol at every senior citizen home in the country. You know, we're seeing some terrific poker here tonight by guys you may have never heard of.
No doubt about it. And with that, the ante's going up to 15,000. Blinds are going to be 60 and 120 grand. Action on Larry Klur,
who just made that phenomenal play with a 4-deuce, moving all in to take down the pot.
Look how cool he is after all that bluffing, too. This time he has 10-7. He's got to be really proud of himself here. The way he's playing tonight. Not the way he handles the cards, of course. Goes out. Round to Alex with the button. He's got 5-4 offsuit.
And he opts to lay it down.
I'll call Victor.
Ed quickly calls out of the small blind with the king 5 of hearts.
And now on Victor Ramden.
Raise. 300,000.
Victor is going to raise it here. Makes it 300,000.
I call.
Oh, boy. He's saying, you know what, EBJ, you can't be that strong. But he's wrong. EBJ quickly calls it.
Victor can't be liking that.
That's right. Yeah.
This is the guy he couldn't push out earlier. He keeps trying to do it, but Ed just keeps getting in the way.
That's fine.
Ed's got a pretty good clock on him when he's stealing here, looks like. Well, the flop comes 10-9-6.
Check.
Ed checks, and Victor checks right behind him.
EBJ has hit his pair of kings, and he's checked it.
There's potential straights out there.
400,000.
And Victor's bet 400,000 on a gut shot straight draw.
Well, the reason why he keeps checking it, he knows his man Victor's going to keep betting.
I'm all in, Victor.
Oh, man. He has gone all in, over the top.
Not the words Victor wanted to hear here. And Vince, he's just really continuing to play aggressive, starting to bite him a little. And Victor, who recently was the chip leader, is now on the short stack at this table.
He has taken his punches. 4 players remain. They're going after millions. Stay with us here on the World Poker Tour. We'll be right back.
Being on a WPT final table, it's exciting. The guys I play with every week, they're all dreaming of being on a final table. Fortunately, I've been able to do that, and now the only thing left is winning one.
Welcome back to the Foxwoods Poker Classic, the 15th stop of 17 on the World Poker Tour, where 4 players remain this evening.
And folks, you may not recognize these players sitting at the table because they're not the top name pros that we normally see on the World Poker Tour. But I can tell you, don't change that dial because these guys are playing some great poker here tonight.
1.3 is going to go to the winner, plus that guaranteed seat at our championship at Bellagio. Action on Larry Klur.
Here he has the 8-6 of spade.
Former cosmetics man. Owned a company, in fact. And tonight he has stuck the mascara on these gentlemen all evening long. He has shown that he can play poker. Look at this. He's capping his cards. What's he going to do with the 8-6? One ominous guy. Looking a tad like Dr. Evil, in fact.
Perez.
Oh, man.
He's going to raise it. He's taking it right upstairs. Now let's see how much he bets.
Talk about an unpredictable player. Now the blinds being 60 and 120. Everything's healthy at this point. And look at the chips go in.
Looks like about 700,000 he's betting here.
Oh, man. Into the young guy, Alex Jacob. He's got Dolly Parton 9-5. He goes out.
Ed Jordan laying his hand down as well.
Only one to beat is Victor. Victor's got a hand, though. He's got ace-jack.
All in.
Oh, he goes all in.
Well, he's on the short stack here. He's going all in for a little over $1.1 million.
I called, you got me. Wow. All right, let's see.
Well, Larry says I'm calling because of the pot odds he's getting.